bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. We've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 83.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together now.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University.
Oh, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they got it at the 48.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. On the option. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're trying to get to him. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football. Right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pocket starts to collapse. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It's pretty good defense, but you take those breaks.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found daylight, it was candy bar the door, baby.
Quarterbacks knows to read the defense shoes and also the anticipation of time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch, get in the end zone, that was a nice job.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes are thrown in the dead zone. You got to run the coverage, hit the open guy, and do the rest.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
On the play. Third down coming. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Trying play action. Looking left. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They're testing the right side here. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal at 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
No man-to-man's defense that time on the 4th down was expecting to run. You saw the ball attack, how they just dominated. There's nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. 1st down. Handoff from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
All right, look, I know the defense was doing really good on the run coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And they'll finally get it down after a terrific
First down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put you.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with the aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and its receivers. That was well behind. before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Fuller. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Georgia lining up to clear away. They'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. Running it back, it's done. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 20 line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the tackle.
Ball carried by the running back. He's tackled at the 17-yard level. Brings up 2nd down.
A solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Ready up.
A 3rd down try for the offense.
Get set. Get set.
Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range of that 3 in their back pocket.
And this one splits the upright. Guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Fuller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He's got it down the left. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 88.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like on a 2014 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin were just speedball teams. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Finds a crease at the 20. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
With a big-time run. He's still running over 90 Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on second down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with a halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. Giving him his pass. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that's proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
On the option. Past the first down marker and still running. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch and kept it himself and turned it into a big play.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Fullback's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield, brought the big fella down quickly.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Georgia, number 25.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone. And
the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the school. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in there, they moved the ball down the field. Didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Okay, ready?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards of contact. When you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good at the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Lasso! Lasso! Gorilla!
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his target down the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
4-2 Spider!
Using his legs, it's Browning. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On the double.
Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on 4th.
Come on, set. Clear. Clear. Lizzie, Lizzie. Go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Ready, ready.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Cut it. Set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Get set.
They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score. Georgia 21, Kentucky 17.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Direct snap. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind this Chiefs defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Let's go. Ready, go.
They want to run it left here. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll run the option. Picks up the first down. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last one.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move on. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got it to a 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is the moment for this offense to move that drive. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here we go. Black 24. Black 24.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of running room. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 28 to UCF. He'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going
He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pitch.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they knocked him down almost immediately. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Kentucky.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. This defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is so Jesse exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the holes. You're an offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Browning. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty. But in the end, they're effective and they get you that 4 set downs when you need it.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there for the senior leader.
Gain of 1. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's not going to make it. And stop with this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like showing up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan.
He's going to fire deep. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, the nifty return gets him back inside the 45-yard line.
He's got to pick and choose those spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8.
6-9-1, Gators farm. Squirrel. Here we go.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
That's a first down for the offense.
The DBs will back off a bit. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hand team will be able to recover the ball. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's thrown another interception. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster and it showed.
So that's going to